Now, if you opted for Pfizer vaccine, you may be eligible for a booster shot. The country is rolling out third doses of the vaccine from today. You qualify 6 months after your second dose of Pfizer. Now, ENCA's Heidi Jokos has been monitoring the turnout at vaccine sites around Johannesburg, and she joins us now in studio. Heidi, what was it looking like at the vaccination sites? Are people coming for their boosters?
It seems to be very slow, Masego, and I think this has got to do with the fact that many people are on holiday and many people are not really focused on getting vaccinated at this stage. What's also important to highlight is that those that are eligible as of today to get a third Pfizer shot, so the booster shot, the booster Pfizer shot, is the age group that was initially vaccinated in May and later on the end of June, July. So you have to count 6 months from the second Pfizer shot that you received. So we are hearing from vaccination sites. We were at one particular one, which was Chris Hani Baragwanath vaccination site in Soweto, where we were told that things have been very slow in the past week or so, and they are expecting things to pick up, but they are a little worried. I think hesitancy and people saying, well, how many boosters am I actually going to need? People might not be coming out to get the booster shots, but the call is, even if you aren't eligible for a booster jab, you should be vaccinated. And if you aren't vaccinated, you should consider getting vaccinated. So this is the word from the site manager at this vaccination site. Let's listen to what she had to say.
We saw quite a few since this morning. It's not much, but they're coming. It's a few.
And then just lastly, sister, maybe just tell us in terms of encouraging people to understand the importance of getting vaccinated and how it protects against severe COVID-19 infection.
It's very important to get your vaccine because ideally we wanted to be at 70% in December, but now we are at about 38% fully vaccinated. But we are encouraging people to come and vaccinate. It's very important because if you got your vaccination, you will be sick, but you won't be hospitalized.
And Heidi, while you were there at the vaccination sites, did you get to speak to the people rather who were getting vaccinated? Are they there for the booster shot, or were some of them there for the first time?
Well, Masego, we were there for about 2 hours, and in those 2 hours we had not seen anybody there getting a booster jab. It was rather people coming for the very first time to either get Pfizer or Johnson & Johnson, or to get their second Pfizer shot. What's important to highlight is the fact that the older generation and the older age group is eligible at this stage for a booster jab. Unless you are immune compromised, you could be up for a booster shot. But we didn't manage to see anyone who was there for a booster shot. However, the site manager did say that they saw some people coming in early. So I think it's still early days, and hopefully we'll be seeing more people coming in the next couple of days. But it's a worrying picture, Masego, because we have a vaccinated population, fully vaccinated population of under 40%, and the goal was to have a fully vaccinated population of 70% by December. So that target and goal has not been met, and governments, of course, in discussions with this committee that has been established to discuss mandatory vaccines. So I think it's a huge task for government to try and get people to understand the importance of getting vaccinated, and possibly just informing South Africans why people should get vaccinated and the science behind it. So it's a huge task for them, but those who are eligible to get the booster, my turn is still very long from now, but if people do want to get the booster, you count 6 months from your second jab.
Just explain to us again, Heidi, there are people who, for instance, opted for the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, and then those of us who opted for the Pfizer one, you've just told we have to wait 6 months after the second jab. What happens with those who took the Johnson & Johnson one?
Yes, so we do know those that took the Johnson & Johnson jab are also eligible for a booster shot. There were many concerns as to why people who got the Johnson & Johnson jab could not get a booster of Pfizer, but everything goes through the medicine regulator, and there needs to be specific studies that are done to make sure that what's going into your body is the right thing that's going into your body. And it becomes very complicated when you mix and match certain vaccines, but we do know that boosters are up for those who got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine already. Our healthcare workers have been boosted with Johnson & Johnson vaccines. We also know teachers were getting Johnson & Johnson booster shots. So those who did get Johnson & Johnson and didn't opt to get Pfizer are also up for a Johnson & Johnson booster shot. So whoever wants to be boosted can go. You just need to make sure you count specifically the months. I think with Johnson & Johnson, it's completely slipped my mind. But I think you have to wait a certain amount of time before you can get the Johnson & Johnson booster shots, but you are eligible. You just need to check the exact time.
And very quickly, Heidi, let me put you under pressure a little bit. I think you were here when I was interviewing the DA leader, John Steenhuisen, calling for President Cyril Ramaphosa to abolish the curfew rule. Do you think he has grounds to stand on?
Maseko, I do think so, because if you're just looking at the various waves that we have gone through as a country, it's been very tough. And if you just look at the previous wave, many would say that the Delta wave, which was the country's third wave, was the deadly wave because of what Delta was doing and how we weren't vaccinated. If you look at this time around, Omicron is a new variant. It's driven our fourth wave, but it's a lot milder, and you're seeing a lot less deaths and you're seeing a lot less hospitalizations. And when you do see hospitalizations, those that are hospitalized and have been vaccinated have a much shorter stay in hospital, and it's a lot milder this time. You aren't seeing that need for oxygen and ventilators like we saw. So I do think that there are grounds, and I think this is definitely a discussion that the NCCC must have. I've been seeing many people taking to social media saying we need to find a way to live with this pandemic and get back to some kind of normalcy, but also still adhering to some kind of COVID regulations, but also understanding variants and understanding how waves will work moving forward in the context of, at least 40% of our population being vaccinated.